Hi, my name is Toni Code, and I'm a member of South Street Ministries, and I'm employed through the Front Porch Cafe, also employed through South Street Ministries, but let me just back up. In 2007, I gave my life to Christ after being on drugs and alcohol for a number of years. I found myself at the Haven Arrest Women's Day Room, and I gave my life to Christ that night. The next weekend, that following Sunday, I started attending South Street Ministries, and at that time, we were located at the Summer Lake Community Center. I met Pastor Krabs, and he made me feel warm and welcome. So did the people that were coming. And I seen that all the people that were attending there were coming from brokenness. Drugs, alcohol, divorces, abuse. Everybody was coming from some type of brokenness. And then there was other people there that were lawyers and attorneys and own companies and businesses. So you have all these people of diversity coming to meet and serve Christ in one common ground. And that was South Street Ministries. I started attending church there every Sunday. And at the time, I was in the process of getting my children returned from me from Children's Services. Pastor Krabs and the rest of the Krabs family and the South Street family were very supportive and instrumental in helping me get my children back by just helping me realize who Christ was and how good and powerful he could be, and that he is. 5 months after attending the church, I ended up having all my children home, and we all started attending South Street Ministries. Through South Street Ministries, I became more aware of Christ and how to follow Christ. And I started just giving everything to God in prayer. Being in bad relationships sometimes often sent me back the other way. But this time, could nothing send me back the other way. I just started attending church regularly and started making new friends. And my friends were based on South Street. I started having boundaries. I started having positive thoughts and having positive people around me, and I started doing positive things. So I started working for Broken Chains Jail and Prison Ministry, which is located at the Transit Center, while I'm still going to South Street. So by this time, I'm like, this is like 2009 going to 2010, and I've been clean. And not clean, but delivered from drugs and alcohol since 2007. I started working for Broken Chains and Jail Ministry, and I started just helping the women and men coming out of incarceration with job skills and job placement and things like that. During that time, I started seeking my degree at Akron Institute University, and which I was going for applied science and business administration. And the whole time that I was going to work and going to school, I had my South Street family behind me, supporting me and cheering me on all the way. In 2012, I received my degree, and then I was still working for Broken Chains Jail and Prison Ministry. I've been a guest speaker for different organizations. Children's Services Family Awareness. I did a campaign video for United Way. I did a radio broadcast for the Haven Arrest. So everything that I was doing was centered in Christ, and it was all good and positive things. And even though I had things trying to get in the way of that, I just knew that if I just stayed on the right path, that God would remove those things, and I'll just keep moving in the direction that He wanted me to move in. So, like, one of my favorite verses in Proverbs is in Proverbs 3. And it's 5 and 6, and that's trust in the Lord with all thy heart. Lean not into your own understanding, but in all thy ways acknowledge Him, and He should direct your path. And so that is just something I live by each and every single day. While I was at Broken Chains, I wanted to become a homeowner, and a good friend of mine, she's a deputy sheriff, she said, Toni, why don't you sign up for Habitat for Humanity? And I, at that time, was like, no, they're not going to take me. I have a criminal background. I was a drug addict. She said, Toni, just give it a chance. And once I did that, I was accepted as a partner family. So as of today, for a year and a half, I've been in my own home, which is my home, built from the ground up through Habitat for Humanity. And I just thank God for that also. In 2014, I decided to come and talk to my pastor about employment. I needed to work somewhere where my heart would be into my work. And my heart started going out more and more. And I had to leave Broken Chains because I was outgrowing that space. I did all I could there as far as I knew. But God has something else more intended for me. And He has something else for me to do. And it was a higher calling. So I'm here at the Front Porch Cafe presently today, and I'm employed through South Street Ministries. And the Front Porch Cafe is an umbrella of South Street. The front porch is where we'd like for you to feel welcome. That's why we named it the front porch. But the staff here is South Street Ministries. I'm the assistant, I'm the administrative assistant to our executive director, Joe Tucker, and also to our director of administration, Lisa Krabs. I'm also the cafe advisor. I help out, I serve, I take orders, I do inventory, I help with food control and food loss. I do social media, I help with the marketing of the cafe and the catering process of the cafe. And then also, I work for Barnabas Ministries, which is a chapter out of St. Paul's Episcopal Church on West Market. And here I work in the employment program through South Street and Barnabas. So I help with employment. All I can say is that when you give everything to God, no matter what's going on in your life, God will receive that. He'll hear you. He might not come when you want him to, but he's always on time. Hey, I'm getting married to Thomas Jones, which is the manager here at the cafe. He's also the sports director. So everything that I do and every step I take is centered around Christ. And God is growing me. He's growing my relationship. He's growing South Street. He's growing the front porch. And all I can say is just, you tried everything else out here. Drugs, abusive relationships, lying and stealing, cheating, whatever it may be. So if you could try all that, if you could put all your energy into all those things, you could put all your energy into serving Christ, and your life would be 100% much better. Take it from me. My name is Toni.